that have
in performance in Challengers 2 and in the Challengers Finals thus far. Absolutely madding at that. And then everyone rate on Haven, dude. This is going to be a banger.
Absolutely. I cannot wait. We're getting underway as the gates come down and tends to kick things off. The first kill.
Whoa.
Leaning the way of Sentinels, and now things get a little spooky here for Cloud9 Blue.
Yeah, I mean, the timing that you can create now on that long A position with the Astra allows for heavier engagements through sewers defensively to get picks like that. Tins takes full advantage. Gravel also slowing down the timing on this C take, as we know that Sentinels are kind of have to play for the retake. But Poise finds the greatest time ever to backstab through window and blindside Dapper, but Tins and company holding on. But the response from Cloud9 has been swift as well. But Tins, it's going to go all the way for the ace. You have to
see that frenzy on Poise, but
oh my goodness.
This is scary. Right off the rip, you can see the hype train is getting started.
Yeah, that is unreal that he's pulled that off. Again, Poise had such a good backstab there through window. Made you think he was going to disrupt that rotation and back calls, but to no avail. Tins blocks down the spike despite all the chaos thrown his direction. Now they get the freebie round, right? You know, didn't see too heavy of an investment here from the Cloud9 side of things, so Sentinels will be able to mop up no problem as we try to, you know, bring the energy back.
Breath, and just remember, right? You turn names off and you're just playing Valorant. It's 2 quick rounds. The way of Sentinels. Now a rifle round here for Cloud9 Blue, and a couple of rifles to matches. Hens force one up in the last round, and Sick and have a Phantom in hand. And with these rifles, Cloud9 Blue taking it very slow.
Yeah, they want to make sure that they get their cards right in this situation. They want to not...
Huge drone.
Yeah, this drone is big to catch this aggression that Tins and company were trying to set up at sewers, but it doesn't matter. Knowing's only half the battle as Zoms is still standing here on this bonus Spectre. Good for one. Floppy, a big trade to at least keep it even, which will keep the defense a bit spread thin and perhaps allow Cloud9 Blue to pivot and try to find a vulnerability here, as they're putting a lot of faith in Dapper to anchor that C side. They have the Astra Orb kind of blocking B entrance because they want to keep this focus on A side of the map, and they would be right to do so because Sentinels aren't letting, or Cloud9 is not letting up.
And not letting up at all, and I think maybe they were expecting Sentinels to do the same, but the fight for the sewers will continue. Now Sick rearing up to get quite a bit of value. Poise gonna peek this corner. The first kill comes on through. Zeta to trade it back, and now it's all up to Dapper, who's been huge in this tournament thus far. He's got a Spectre in hand and 3 players to worry about. Mitch is gonna be the first to contact on this.
To see them have that quick response, and we are gonna see the rifles being bought up though from Sentinel, so there is only a judge for Sick, and actually still a Spectre for Zoms, and Tins relying on the daggers only pretty much, but I mean, they couldn't be in more capable hands.
Absolutely, especially on this map. We saw it slip away a little bit, and it was looking scary against 100 Thieves, but Sentinels were able to reel it back in and close it out. And then eventually the series, now they're looking to go right to work. Down C long, a classic in hand. Sick, unfortunately, not able to find too much, but the shock darts are able to finish off Zeta. The knives are still on line, I believe, for Tens, although chipped away, but very favorable trades. You got a kill on the board, and the HP is so low. Poison Leaf are hurting.
Yeah, Ten's not getting a frag, but I feel like he and Sick were definitely a part of the assist that led to that shock dart frag, so definitely still having value in the round to really thwart what Cloud9 were hoping to attempt that long C, and now Tens even pushes down the clear closet, knowing that no presence is still there, allows him to kind of pivot more towards, you know, this back hall area and into B side itself, but unfortunately for them, Leaf has taken control of Garage with a couple of teammates. He's gotten another kill here. That's going to kind of even the numbers now as they're lined to look into the C site. They have that Nebula smoke up, blocking off the back calls, but the Gravwell slows down their progression, allowing them to get in sight to back up Sick. Great move by Zoms.
I'm spotted barely on the back end, but he's still able to find the kills, and the judge is starting to go to work.
On Floppy, Frenzy on Mitch. So definitely a halfway buy. Sick trying to get aggressive here out in middle. Oh no, he didn't stop the boombot. He thought that his hot hands would take care of the job. He miscalculated. It cost him his life. And in a round that was a mixed buy for Cloud9 Blue, that's a huge advantage to get so early.
Yeah, and forgive me, but I didn't see if the run it back was available before death or on death there. So either way, a huge ultimate to no longer have, a huge player to no longer have for this Sentinel squad is Cloud9 Blue. They're on a labored buy. It's only 3 rifles for this team and a couple of pistols. So this is definitely a Sentinels round to win. And Shazam is looking to swing it right back. The first onto Floppy. Not going to find the next, but a tag surely will do enough. Leaf once more, lower HP. It's going to be spotted by the drone, tries to push it right to Shazam. The ticks are there, but Shazam finds the shot in the frenzy, just not able to do enough.
Oh, I didn't think he'd be able to recover in time. I thought that with the timing of that drone death that he might get caught his pants down a bit, but able to recover and get the kill anyhow. Leaf, though, huge kill onto Dapper, allowing the spike plant to come through and even numbers back up to a 3-on-3, making this retake much more difficult. And Sentinels, they have no ults in play. They have to rely strictly on gunplay, but Zeta cutting them off at the pass here at this lower rotation point.
Things once more have since slowed down. Shazam lower HP after that earlier duel, able to find the first. The HP doesn't matter. A 3K for the Sova. Zeta not able to get on the board to match, and it's Leaf. The low HP raise in a 1v2. Both players are low, but he's got to try and kill them both, and he can't.
And they are just starting to really set a good pace here to kick off Haven. Again, the pick of Cloud9 Blue, they've been tearing everyone else up on, but Sentinels is a different beast, man. And when you come for that, you best not miss.
We're round 6 here on Haven, and I think most notably, every single round matters here when you're looking back to recent, where Sentinels have this incredible lead over 100 Thieves, but then they almost lose it. They were able to close it out, like I said earlier, but the more you give Cloud9 Blue of your Sentinels, the scarier things can be, because we have seen worst case scenario situations. Now it's a quick take towards B. The spike going to be following up, and the Nebula Smoke's going to block out both connectors for now. So at the very least, Floppy will get that spike down, but Zom's going to go to work, going to find the kills. Instead, he'll gladly trade a spike plant for some kills, and Shazam is there to back him up with Floppy. With the Sheriff, this was the round to go the way of Sentinels, but Cloud9 Blue surely look to make it hurt. 2 kills and a spike plant on the round, but Sentinels can pick up 5.
When this well on such a large map, rotations can be hard and defenses can sometimes struggle. I mean, they're loving this right now. They're laughing all the way to the bank at this point. So Cloud9 Blue need to make a statement quick, and this is what they're choosing to try to put forward to do it. Cosmic Divide to try to get into the C site, but here comes Sick on the ult, and it gets canceled out by the Showstopper. That's still not the best use of that rocket.
Yeah, and we're seeing the Cosmic Divide is sometimes so hard to use as a Hunter. Shuri's gonna be traded back and forth. Zeta gets nothing, but Shazam gets 2. You pushed up to the site, but it was all for naught. Mitch gonna fall out towards mid, and it's only 1 kill traded. Floppy and Zeta need to do something huge to try and pick up another round, and they're gonna find themselves on another labored bye.
Yeah, it's tough because at least you stop Six ult from having impact, but that means that Showstopper that you want to be using to clear off angles on the site to control it for yourself is now off the board. So not the cancellation you were kind of hoping for, and then everyone just starts kind of teeing off for the Sentinel sides, particularly Shazam's 2 kills. And that kill, though, from Floppy cracks the door back open just a smidge. They're still down a man. They're running out of time. They don't really have that much map control. But maybe, just maybe, there's a chance. But Zeta has to win this fight against Dapper on site. That's really the only way forward.
30 seconds left.
And the dance towards backside. Zeta's going to find the kill. Knows another one there as well. It's going to be Sick, who takes down that recon bolt. Floppy didn't get spotted on the flank, but he's going to get tagged from the side. Needed to be a bit more careful as they look to push behind. Unfortunately, going to get pinched. Now the grapple pulls him right in, and Zeta vulnerable on the site. And Sick to find
throughout this finals bracket to get where they are, but now you're up against the cream of the crop, and they're struggling to put on a similar performance to what they've done in the past against other opposition.
On the eco, a bit slower of a push towards the seaside again, just trying to split it, and Sick picks ones up through the wall. Mitch to fall, and again, this is a round surely to go the way of Sentinels, and the economy flourishing. Even if you did a bit of damage for Cloud9 Blue, you should be a-okay going into the next. Sick just continues to go back to work. Now the spike has been planted, so all is okay on that front. And now, unfortunately, Sick trapped behind. No, he's not. He's not trapped. He's got him right where he wants him for the ace.
Are you serious? Sentinels have 2 aces in 8 rounds played between 2 of their players. This puts Sick back onto another run it back already. 10's only 1 away from daggers.
Cloud9 Blue, they got to start turning around right here.
They're starting to come online, man. Again, Leaf has been one of the top 3 performers on Duelist and one of the top 3 players just in general for the Challengers Finals and throughout Challengers too. He's been such a strong Duelist for this team, and they've been missing him in this game. As Sick is going to go for the run it back, and he gets a pick with it before poise. Oh no, and there's no ability to trade that back. Obviously, with it being an ult, that's such a big opening pick for, Sentinels have not had too many buys, Tanner, and to have that happen to you right after a tactical timeout is so grueling. And this A defense is still in place. They're committing to it, man. They're still trying to find something here. And the A side has been so well reinforced by Sentinels. They have such a good read of things.
And if you're Cloud9 Blue, what else do you do? C, the retake on C has been absolutely huge. Oh, Lethan gets spotted. It is going to be a kill still for Shazam. It's traded back, but you're already down a player.
Right.
The Sentinel's still favorable when it comes to the manpower in this one as Sick continues to jump peek towards the back of the site. But as I was saying before, what do? If you go plant C, you're just going to get retaken on. We've seen it multiple times this game thus far. You have to fight for something else. And even when they do, it just completely gets stunted.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, they need to start doing something with Floppy's Astra utility on that long A corner you have to feel to push off the aggression to allow them some space to breathe. But that's a big entry there. The man we were talking about, Leaf, gets the kill into Zombs, blast backs into sight. There's splits coming from Mitch, but it's been cut off by Sick. Leaf able to get a third, though. Keep it even in this close plant situation. This is maybe Leaf's opportunity to really have impact here.
And his ears were ringing dust. He heard you talking about him, saying he was one of the top performing duelists here in this one, able to take down the cam of one. Now needs to find the last. There'd be an ace on the round, but Dapper clutches it out. No ace
here, but again, that doesn't matter much anymore. They need rounds.
They need something. This time, Sick able to take down the Boombot with the hot hands and make it out of garage. It's going to be another Cosmic Divide from Floppy. Used to try and get some pressure towards C. And with this, the spike's still hovering towards A, so they're trying to make some changes. And Leaf, the utility goes right through it. The bullets will not follow. As Tense picks up one, pops the knives, looks to clear out the site. The spike still headed over towards A, but the battle will ensue for this mid-C area. And Zombs is no fool. Zombs knows exactly what's up here, Dust.
Yeah, he's gotten here just in time. Spike's starting to plant. Will he peek in time to disrupt it? No, he's still playing behind this wall. They're right next to each other, and now he steps out and finds Mitch for free, gets him back into a man advantage on this retake.
Stars to go down. Empress gonna be popped as well. Floppy gets on the board. Oh my goodness, Tense tries to go up, but what goes up must come down. We find ourselves in a 1v1. The mirror matchup, the imposter, the Spectre, and Zeta picks up another.
In this half, they can't just keep being isolated to around here and there. There's only 2 left to go, and again, Sentinel's attacking time on this map is so good.
Oh, Tense does it again. How he finds the kill through mid, dashes away, and he just continues to be a terror. He continues to prove why people think he is the best in North America. He stays alive to find some more, and Dapper's right there behind him to back him up. Garage is not free. You have to pay for it with your life. The kill is traded, but Floppy is worse for wear.
Oh, that shot might land on him. Ooh, that was so close to ending his life right there. Was able to duck and dodge away. But, of course, again, the story of this half is most of these rounds, Cloud9 Blue are never really a man ahead for too long. And now it's getting worse as Sick finds Floppy. Spike down in window room. Zeta trying to catch Sick. Does. That's well done. I thought he'd get caught by the curveball. Unfortunately, again, every time something starts to go their way, Sentinels just comes right back at them. And now Zombs will...
Looking to make it 3. Hunter Shuri. Nice paint shells to try and keep Dapper away for now. And it's actually going to find the kill. Dapper not respecting the damage as Shazam looks to trade back a Hunter Shuri of his own. Sick. Push through the Nebula, and Leaf just popping grapes. He wasn't allotted an ace earlier. Won't be allotted an ace this time around, but does heaps of damage for his squad and makes 9-3 quite doable. But Zombs is still alive. Zombs is Mr. Multi-kill in this game, and he's done so much for the squad. As he turns his back to Zeta, he looks to fight towards Mitch. He's able to pick it up, but 81 health is all he's got. He goes galactic to put the stars down. The gravity well, the push from Zeta.
It's on Haven, considering the last time they met on Haven head-to-head in the finals of Challengers 2, where Sentinels used that map as part of a 3-0 victory. But now this really feels like a bridge too far the way that the score has already started out.
Looking to play retake our Cloud9 Blue. Sentinel's going to get the spike planted on B for free. The paint shell's not going to do too much, but a blast pack chips away at Tenz's HP. Now 85 on the Jet as he looks to trade some back. The Nebula smoke is there. There's the tap, and they're baiting out a handful of this utility. It's still a 5v5. Leap and Poise look to position outside of this B side, and they're all starting to fall, but Dapper will stand to trade a kill back. Now needs to do the rest of the damage. Able to find the dink and through the box, but Mitch will sit him down. 19 HP separated these teams from a pistol round, but it goes to Cloud9.
What a chaotic slugfest that round. They need to make sure this round works, and they're going to have to make sure they get the bonus in the next one. We know how hard bonus rounds can be to convert, but if they've ever needed one, it's next round.
Even in this one,
No
I was about
way.
to say, there it is. The Sheriffs do so much work for the squad. Mitch able to trade a kill back, but 10's still alive, and he's still a menace. Sick finally to fall here as the Jet looks to find some work on the C side. Unfortunately, there are no listings. As Mitch goes toe-to-toe with the counterpart, it's Dapper to pick it up. Now one away from the neural theft is the Cypher for Sentinels, and one kill away.
Zoms is running, bro.
Cloud9 Blue.
He's got the sneakers on, and he's full sprint into A, and he will get the spike plant. There is no question about that. That's going to get some additional funds to Sentinels, who did not invest in this round, really. Some Sheriffs, yeah, sure, but this is really going to kind of bolster their full buy when they choose to go for it. Now, Zon's chances of actually clutching this, I mean, with no utility, pretty slim. But, again, to get the spike plant and get a couple of guns down is no small feat in itself.
At the very least, these are the credits that you needed if you're Sentinels. And the kills to come on through, Zoms.
That's big.
100.
Picks up the Guardian last minute, and Floppy picks up a Spectre as well. So they're going to replenish that, but again, it's keeping their credits so low, Tanner. And if this doesn't work, I mean, Sentinels are going to be so close to map point at that time.
Yeah, if this doesn't go their way because they force in the bonus, the next rifle round, should they buy up in the next, is going to look very similar to what we're seeing here from Cloud9 Blue, and it could quite possibly mean 11 rounds for Sentinels. Although we have just made our way to the first rifle round for Sentinels, they're taking it a whole lot slower. The pace slowed down, and maybe trying to get Cloud9 Blue to play their game now.
I mean, they know how much this round means if they can win it. This is very close to them just shutting down the map. And again, they also know the weight behind this series. So it's understandable that maybe they would be a little bit more cautious, but Leaf playing up close here could be a problem with the Spectre. It seems like Shazam is keen on keeping an eye on it, but now they start to pass by. Leaf trigger discipline here, might find a really big timings, lines up the kill onto Dapper, and he's able to escape. The long A attack being slowed down with a grab wall as well, so Sentinels can't really follow up quickly, and now we're going to see Sick have to pop that, run it back to try to start clearing the site up. Does spot one, spots another, Tens gets it, and they are recovering the round.
Spike down A.
Wow, the timing there. I thought the run it back was going to get nothing because Sick completely looks away from Leaf, but Tens pushes up from Sewers, finds that kill up towards A short, and now we find ourselves on 3v3, but Mitch finally getting value on the flank, buying so much attention, and Tens has to go huge, but he can't. And what we said could happen to Cloud9 Blue, the inverse is happening, where Sentinels not only lose that bonus round, but they lose quite possibly the next one, giving Cloud9 Blue 2 free rounds, pushing them to 7 rather than Sentinels to 11. And there it is. That's where it all starts. Mitch up top on the box, able to find one onto Zoms. Now you do still have to be wary, right? I think everybody familiar. Oh, the leap over the trap wire there, unfortunately, doesn't amount to a whole lot. The blade's gonna be used out, though. Dashes in right to his death, and they're starting to get mowed down. Flawless in response for Cloud9.
You could rapidly at this point, and Cloud9 Blue have a great chance at perhaps making the comeback happen. Poison's aggression, a little bit stuffed there at A, thanks to Shazam. Oh, that was great timing there to realize what's going on at Garage. Great grab. Well, Zeta will play off of it for a kill onto Dapper.
Ooh, Tens dashing in, able to find that kill on the site. So 1 for 1 we go, but Sentinel's worse for wear. Zom's only on 8 HP, and as soon as that spike looks to get planted, I would imagine we see some utility use. Leap on the back end, toss out the paint shells, trying to clear out this C-long area, and this is where just about everybody is playing. Leap is completely left, but they have to be wary of this. Zeta looks to clear out the site with the ultimate. Recon Bolt gonna get some information. Down it goes! Down the lane and knocks down 2. Make it 3 for Leaf. Shazam the 4th. He's able to trade back 2, but now needs to stop the spike from getting defused. 2 players standing in front of him. He finds one.
Sentinels had to be going, see if they had no fall down. I think at one point they were down 1-8. They might actually be able to grab a lead here. Again, up against Sentinels attacking side, which is historically so strong.
Oh, and we're seeing why, but that is the beauty. Again, it's so much control fought over towards this A lobby area, but you have that buddy system, and it works so well. Unfortunately, Floppy doesn't have anybody to back him up there. And now Leaf, who has since postured aggressively, needs to get out of dodge, and he's not able to do so. So Zeta and Mitch, the support players here for Cloud9 Blue, need to come up huge in a 2v4, make it a 1v4. And Mitch, unfortunately, doesn't have the superior positioning. No flank, nobody caught off guard. He's got the neural theft available, but this is a very tall task for the Cypher.
Yeah, it's not looking too good here for Mitch. Only thing going for him really is that he has a neural theft available if he can get that first kill. But I mean, with the time dwindling, I just don't see a way forward. And this is a big response from Sentinels, whose credits were basically on the verge of being cracked, and the save was right around the corner, and the chance for Cloud9 Blue to take the lead was right there for the taking if that were to occur. But Sentinels not succumbing to the pressure. Coming in, winning a big 10th round, and they do so clean, which is even more important, Tanner, considering their economy. To get away with 4 weapons like this, this is such a big potential swing round because of that.
And now I'm interested to see, we've seen a couple of Cosmic Divides used over towards C to split that back site garage area. A tag from Shazam is going to lead to not a tag with the Hunter Shuri, unfortunately going wide. 2 ultimates used and nothing to be found but information. As Zeta looks to get a bit of his own, the full rotate coming on through. The spike still hanging out towards A lobby, though, so a whole lot. And I believe the Cosmic Divide is coming down, so you have to push through this here. You have to push through the Cloud person. Zeta does just that. Mitch picks up another sick on the site, trying to do everything that he can as Zeta continues to go to work. But now the odds are even for just a moment.
They never let up, and it came back to haunt them. Both teams still coming into the full buy, but again, the credits are really running low due to some of these exchanges and how some of these rounds have played out. 10's looking to be the tip of the spear in this round, trying to come in and catch an entry, but Poise at such a great angle will get first blood anyway, and with the dismiss gets away. No potential trade there for Sentinels, and that's a big opening for him.
Sick tagged twice on the round. Fortunately for him, there is no Hunter Shuri available, nobody else to follow up on that. So just some information that they're still looking to play, maybe through this garage or up towards B. The mid area completely on lock by Sentinels for a moment. Dapper able to upgrade to a Vandal thanks to his fallen teammate. It's a price to pay, but we'll see what he can get done with it. Full armor, full HP, but down a player are Sentinels.
Yeah, they're gonna try to make a play here into garage. Mitch using a nice little one-way cage to try to spot some feetsies coming through. They actually decide to back off, knowing how dangerous playing into that one-way could be. But now they come in right after it's extinguished. Poise gets nailed by that dart. Sick jumping up with it. Almost finishes the job, but not quite. They still make their way to the side, but Mitch lining up a great headshot over the logs onto Sick, keeping them a man ahead. Dapper was able to trade it back to get the spike plant potentially, but they're still going to be a man down in the post plant. They don't have the best positioning. They don't have any ults in play either. Meanwhile, Cosmic Divide stops them from just playing from long.
Enemy remaining.
Oh my goodness, and Leaf going to...
Mitch had that big flank up sewers a few rounds ago where he doubled up to basically put them in charge. And now they tied the game up 10-10. They had Sentinels on a low buy. And I mean, things are looking swimmingly all of a sudden for Cloud9. They were 1-8 down again, Tanner. Can't stress that enough. They made such a crazy comeback, and they're going all the way, it seems. Floppy with a big double.
Oh, when Leaf picks up another one, Dapper again falls to the paint shells, not respecting the damage, didn't have the space to get away, and the showstopper running out, but it's shot off anyways. Shazam chipped away 39 HP. Cloud9 are looking to find their first lead in the game, and there it is.
Back from Sentinels. Neural Theft available if they can get a pick. Great Cosmic Divide comes out, though, from Floppy to make it a bit harder for them to fight for that early map control out middle in garage without having to waste this drone to make sure that no one's getting on those forward angles. Shazam will clear it out now and start to get a little bit of intel towards the front of B, but not a whole lot, man. So they're really stuck at this point. Really having to play a lot slower than maybe they were hoping to.
And it looks like Cloud9 have got Sentinels shaking in their boots. It's another slow approach here. And things have been so wonky, right? It's been a Cypher on top of the box C. It's been an Astra on top of the boxes A. Cloud9 have really showing us a very dynamic defense and the versatility in it as well. And a lot of it catching Zombs off guard. You know, if you hear the Raze on A, if Raze isn't on the box, there's not a whole lot of other people who can get on the box, but then they still manage to find a way.
Well, Sick got to run it back with that orb, so that's going to give them a big weapon to try to make sure that they get control of this A site. Last time, it faltered. They were not able to get a pick. Not getting value at all. And look at this. Cloud9 Blue's already rotated 3 players onto the site, but here comes all the Astro utility pouring out. Dapper able to get onto Leaf. Run it back is still in play here, and the rest of the team will just kind of follow in behind it like a battering ram. Everything going their way. Not a single player has fallen for Sentinels, and they tie this thing.
They have the credits for it.
There's hardly any other 1-2 punches more scary than Tens and Sick when they're on form.
Yeah.
And that combined with everyone else just committing, full sending it with the ult, good Astro utility to help cover some angles, good awareness, good spacing and timing. That's what Sentinel's strength is. They have such a high skill ceiling. They have so many players who are willing to just go out there and trade and be fearless. And that type of brawly style can yield big, big results if your opponent's not on form and not prepared. And so here we go. Sentinels looking, they're not going to let this be sight.
Intense has a rifle, but also popped the Blade Storm here. Might have spotted Floppy, able to toss out the Cloud Burst there. Hunter's Fury going to come through, find Sick. Now the 1-2 punch is down, as is the second. Tens will fall, and Zombs is only able to trade back 1, but the spike has since been planted. Neural Theft going to give out some information. Gravity Well going to keep Shazam at bay. Now they need to try and get the spike defuse. 3 members still trying to fight for it. Nova pulls to try and find the stud. Dapper picks up 1, shoots the legs of another, but Mitch only chipped away, and it's all up to Shazam. Needs to go clutch here, finds the first. Make it another, and he does just that. It's a...
They're able to come back and get to map point first. Now, the way Cloud9 Blue's been playing, I would not be shocked to see overtime, but Sentinels seem on one right now. They have recovered a couple of rounds here to take this lead right back.
Hunter's Fury, Cosmic Divide available for Sentinels. It's only going to be that Neural Theft for Mitch. There's that Cosmic Divide to split that C site, and it's looking to be...
Oh, it comes out to the fast flank again, man. It does, especially because Hunter's Fury is in play for Shazam at the back of Long C. So they need to make sure that this flank does not ruin them. They need to keep Shazam alive.
I think the drone spotted all 3, and Leaf tries to continue with that flank. It's sniffed out, taken down. Now all 5 playing out.
Oh, this Hunter's Fury is going to ruin
towards this Long C area. And yeah, Hunter's Fury still available. No shock darts available, but that spike not planted in a very good spot. Fortunately, I believe Cloud9 do have some smoke options. Here come the Hunter's Fury going on down. Shazam trying to kick him off the spike. A huge flank from Tenzo coming on through Garage, dashes onto the side. He's finding 3 kills, only needs to find 1 more. It's